Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? So we're back here with another reaction. Gonna be checking out for the first time The Cure, man. So we had The Clash, now we've got The Cure. This is a donation request via Buy Me a Coffee, so thank you so much. Really appreciate the support there. And if anyone's interested, you can make a donation request yourself. All the descriptions are down below, but I just asked, please read them. The prices are down there. Sometimes I have people donate the wrong amount, I got a refund and all that stuff. So yeah, just read it. If you agreed to it, cool. If not, I totally get it. If it's not for you, that's fine. But we're gonna be checking out this one, The Cure. Okay, this is A Forest. The song's name is A Forest. This is the specific one that was requested right here, so we'll be checking out this one right here. Looks like it's a studio version, I remastered a little bit. Okay, so with The Clash, I did that not knowing if I had ever heard a song from The Clash before. They just have a big name. And it turns out I have heard one. I saw people say a lot of songs in the comments, and let me double check before I say it. Let me double check. Yeah, so the song is Should I Stay or Should I Go Now? Should I Stay or Should I Go? I've heard that song before. It's on the radio. It's still played today on our rock station where I live. Didn't know that was a Clash song, so I have heard that one. Totally down to review it at some point, but it wouldn't be a first time hearing because I have heard that one. Now with The Cure, I don't know if it's a similar thing where maybe they have very popular songs that I may have heard and I didn't ever know is The Cure. So I know that that happens a lot on this channel. I'll react to something not knowing that I've heard things, and then later on I find out in comment sections or whatever the case. So with The Cure, as of right now, I don't know that I've ever heard anything from The Cure, but I do know that name. I've heard the name The Cure before. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this one. A Forest, thank you so much for the donation request. Really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and take a dive, guys. Take a listen, see what we're getting into here with The Cure. Here we go. So far digging the intro here. It's like ambient kind of sound in the background. Nice string pluck on top of it. Ooh, just as I say that. A little up tempo on those strings now. There we go. Aw, dude. Bass coming in, bringing it all together. Man, the sounds are clear. That bass is clean, the strings are clean. Nice little snare drumming. Is that snare drumming? It's also using, I guess, it's the top hat. A lot of fun little sounds happening here. That wow. I like the vibe for sure. Like I said, I like the ambient key noises going on in the background. music sound with this as well. The singer's voice is pretty low in comparison to the instruments, but I can tell he's got a good voice. I can hear his accent in it too. At least it sounds like an accent. So I'm assuming he's from overseas. This group might be from overseas. I love the vibe. It's making me think of different things. I'll go over it. Gonna get a build up here or what? We dropped the drums and keys, it sounds like. Hey, the heartbeat. Dude, that bass made me... The bass made me think about a heartbeat, like from the get-go. I was just thinking heartbeat bass, man. It's just, I don't know, doom, 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 doom. Like, it's just hit like a heartbeat, and at the end, it definitely sounded like a heartbeat. Like I said, the vocals were kind of low in comparison to the instruments, and that happens rarely, but it happens sometimes. And I just wonder if that's, I would think it's intentional. Like, you don't accidentally put the vocals lower, do you? But maybe it's a sound that they want. I hear it very rare, but it does happen sometimes. And I just don't know if it's intentional with the engineering or if... I don't know. So it was hard to catch everything he was saying, but I did get a vibe that he's alone in the forest. Maybe that's a metaphor for being alone in life, not having this girl in his life anymore. We'll take a dive into that, but that's kind of where I got the gist with the lyrics. Is it sounds like he's talking about being alone in the forest, and I'm assuming maybe it's a metaphor for just being without somebody, right? He just feels alone, isolated, nobody. If you're lost in the forest, there's no one around to help you. You don't have anybody that you can scream out to, reach out to. You are isolated, and maybe that's how he's feeling in life, or maybe in this relationship since he lost somebody. So that's what I was feeling with that. As far as the music, it gave me about 3 different ideas, man. I felt like we had some punk in there. I feel like we had some new wave, and then I felt with the strumming of the guitar, with the beating of the drum there, I totally got like coastal vibes. I was thinking like skating on the boardwalk or the walkway of like a beach. You know what I mean? You got the beach out there, but then you usually got some kind of like out in Cali, man. It just reminded me where you got the beach, and then you've got this area right here where people are chilling with their boom boxes, right? Yeah, because they still take stuff out like that. Nowadays, I guess Bluetooth speakers, right? But you got your Bluetooth speakers or whatever, and you've got people skating and just hanging out. You've got the beach there. A lot of those riffs that were coming through here in the rhythms of the bass and the guitars together was just giving me coastal kind of sensations. Not necessarily pina colada, you know, drinking some pina colada or whatever, but definitely like skateboarding down by the beach, hanging out with your friends. It was mellow, but not too mellow. It wasn't like put you to sleep mellow, man. A lot of the riffs and the rhythm on this was just, it was in a great pocket, a really good pocket. So I guess right here we've got a little bit of an explanation about it. Reading through the lyrics, I don't think they're so cut and dry that they give you a definitive meaning if you just read the lyrics. Of course, we can all kind of come up with our own ideas on what it is, but A Forest was The Cure's first charting single in the UK, reaching number 31. It was their second to chart in New Zealand, peaking at 38. Robert Smith considers A Forest as a turning point for the band where people begin listening to their music and believing in their potential. I guess Mr. Smith has given conflicting explanations behind the lyrics, which I see that happen sometimes as well, where an artist will say it meant one thing, later on say, never mind, it meant this. So maybe it has an evolving meaning to them too, right? So Smith stated that originally the song was based upon an experience he had as a child where he got lost in the woods. Later he denied it, stating it's just about the forest. So let's see if Wiki gives us any more of a reason on this one. All right, here we've got a top-rated comment where somebody is giving their interpretation on what they think it means. It says, this song is about feeling lost or delusional, or it's as if the narrator is describing a false, lucid sense of reality. He wrote it kind of weird, but he says he's chasing what appears to be real. At the end, it's as if he awakens from his dream state and realizes his life is running on a constant feedback loop to what ends up being nothing again and again. It's about hopelessness, confusion, and being let down. So that's this guy's interpretation. Let me know what you guys think about that. So checking out the song A Forest right here, it says that it was released in 1980, and we've got gothic rock, post-punk. Okay, so that's what they label it as here. There are multiple writers on this song that got credit. There are 4 total writers that got credit on this song. So Forest is a song by the English rock band The Cure, co-produced by Mike Hedges and the band's Robert Smith. It was released. We went over that when it was released and how it charted. Now I thought this was interesting. It says Smith's intention with The Forest was to make a song that was really atmospheric. And I felt that from the start, man. Already all those kind of ambient noises going on in the background, the way the keys kept that feeling throughout the whole song, even though you got into more of like I don't know, the song kind of progressed into something just a little more upbeat. And that's the thing, the drums and the bass were really upbeat, but I feel like the keys and the guitar kept it mellow. It was such an interesting pocket to be in, but it was nice. It was definitely different, but it was nice. But definitely going back to the keys, the really atmospheric part, I thought the keys did a really good job at just holding down that backing sound that for sure, man, you get the imagery of the album cover right there, kind of looking up into the sky and the trees. You've got the song name of Forest, and you get these sounds that are really atmospheric, as he says it. It was well done. I mean, that's a creative piece. This is a creative piece here. So right here on Wiki, it's giving the same explanation that we just read as far as the meaning switching and just saying it's simply about being lost in the forest. So maybe that's what it is. And we do only got 4 personnel here. We got Robert Smith on vocals, guitar, Simon Gallup on bass, Matthew Hartley on keyboards, and Lowell Tolhurst on drums. So really good sound right here from these 4 guys. And they all got writing credits as well. So that's interesting. I wonder, you know, if any of the other ones have commented on the song and what it meant. So, and taking a little look at The Cure here. So we got The Cure out of Crawley, West Sussex, England. Their genres are gothic rock, post-punk, alternative rock, and new wave. And they went from 1978 to today. They are still going present day. They still got Robert Smith, Simon Gallup in there as far as the original members, and their band has grown probably for the same reason I've seen other groups, is when they're in the studios, they record a lot of sounds that are hard to reproduce live unless you have more personnel to help you create all those sounds. And I think that's excellent when bands do that, so that none of that has to be played like on a backing track, right? I think it's necessary. I get it sometimes, but oh man, for me, it's a little bit of a disservice. It hurts my heart a little bit when you've got the backing track. I love when you have all personnel recreating those sounds in live time. I think that is just exceptional, and maybe that's why they expanded their group, or maybe they just expanded their sound. I really don't know. All right, so there we go with The Cure. Really good first impression for me on this one, man. I thought that was a really good sound. I enjoyed it. Like I said, it was new to me. It was new to me, new to this channel. I don't think we've had something quite like this one on the channel, so that was a good little sound to be in, man. So gothic rock and post-punk is what they called it. Okay. All right. Interesting. Well, thank you guys for tuning in here today. Hopefully you enjoyed rocking with me, man. Let me know some of the more popular The Cure. That way I could just know if I've heard them before, not necessarily where we have to go next. But, as I'm learning, like I said, with a lot of bands here, if I've heard their name before, sometimes I passively have heard something that I didn't know was from them. And it's cool to make those connections when that happens. So thank you guys so much for tuning in here today. Really appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the descriptions down below for other ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation request if you so choose. All right. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.